Hello everyone, it's Cameo. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about what books I'm planning on reading in November. This list is more of a what books I want to read while it's still fall, slash what books I need to get back to the library soon list. I'm really a mood reader, so we'll see if I actually stick to my reading goals this month. These are just going to be the fiction books that I'm planning on reading and the poetry books because I'm going to make a separate video for my nonfiction reads because I'm going to be doing nonfiction in November. One of the books I'm hoping to read this month is Lud-in-the-Mist by Mirlees. This is a fantasy classic that's not very well known. It was written in the 1920s. Mirlees was a contemporary of the Bloomsbury group, so people like Virginia Woolf and T.S. Eliot and Catherine Mansfield, people like that. This is a fairy story. As far as I know, it's kind of about the relationship between fairyland and a merchant city called Lud-in-the-Mist. This cover is, I can't decide if I like it or not. It's quite trippy, but it's kind of exciting. I love the birds. So I'm really excited to read this one. I've actually read the first few pages and her writing style is incredibly unique and I really like it. It's very literary but quite dark as well. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. Another book that I'm hoping to read is The Woodlanders by Thomas Hardy. I actually think that Thomas Hardy is one of my favorite novelists. I really like his work. I love Far From the Madding Crowd. Tessa de D'Urberville's I like as well, even though it's a bit more bleak than that one. I assume this one is going to be quite bleak as well. As far as I understand it, it's about a small woodland village and the kind of interpersonal relationships that are going on there. I really am looking forward to reading this one. Next up we have Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. This is the only Austen that I haven't read, but I'm really looking forward to it because she's also one of my favorite novelists, and I think that this one will be good for this time of year because it's kind of playing on the Gothic tradition a bit in her signature humorous way. I've seen various film adaptations of this, so I already know what happens in the plot, but I don't think that will lessen my enjoyment of it at all. Another one that I'm hoping to read is Lady into Fox by David Garnett. This is actually another book written in the 1920s by a member of the Bloomsbury group. It's about a man and a woman, husband and wife, who go for a walk one day and the woman just spontaneously turns into a fox. And it's kind of about they're both coming to terms with her change in nature, I suppose. It also has really beautiful woodcuts all the way through by R.A. Garnett. I'll show you an example of one because I think that they're very beautiful. And these, I think, are contemporary to the original text. Next up, we have The Narrow Road to the Deep North by Matsuo Basho. I mentioned this one in my Finally Fall tag video as a book that I wanted to read soon, and so I'm going to read it in November, hopefully. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And now I have two poetry books. I have these both out from the library, so I need to get them back within the next week. The first one is In the Hanging Valley by Yvonne. I've read a few poems in here so far. I quite like them. They seem to be sort of focused on nature, which I enjoy. The author is from Scotland and she lives in Orkney, so these are inspired by Orkney, which I really want to visit someday, so I'm looking forward to reading this. Last but not least, I want to read Bird Woman by Em Strang, and so many people have recommended this to me because I write poetry as well, and one of my themes that I like to explore is the relationship between human and non-human animals specifically, and the non-human in general, and that's one of the things that this collection is about apparently, so I'm really looking forward to reading this. I've read the first poem and think it's great, so I'll let you know how this goes. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm hoping to be talking about some of these books in a wrap-up at the end of the month, so keep an eye out for that. See you next time. Bye!